For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out alphatradingcardgames.com.
What's poppin', everybody? This is Sabro54. It's been around a month since my last Yugioh video. A lot has happened, just a lot of things to cover when you gotta cover two TCGs at the same time. I can only imagine what would happen if I tried to cover Digimon stuff or whatever. I guess I did some openings, but we're back with some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel videos. I know that there's another ban list once again. I hope they don't make this a trend, a ban list every month from now on. But I don't want to talk about that too much. I'll make a separate video eventually. But we're going to be using Shaddolls today for these Yu-Gi-Oh! Matches. Always reliable for me. Shaddolls, really like them. And I've got all of the cards that I need for a Burning Abyss deck too, but it will probably be a while before you guys see that in action. I just got a lot more stuff to show first. Other decks, I guess, on the waiting list. So we're going to bring out Winda Midrash, as the original name is, and I got the Up Cologne too. So I got some decent stuff going on. My opponent didn't really do much. Killed the dude by battle and then poked for Midrash a little bit. And I think, yeah, when I see that sort of Panther dude, it's from the, I think, Duel Saga set originally, but he must be using some sort of Red Dragon Archfiend, Red Demon Dragon Synchro deck, those sort of decks, synchro-centric decks. So with Midrash, I mean, it's pretty much going to be not a loss, I think. He used the Raigeki, but that's not going to affect Midrash. Immune to destruction through effects. Really, really handy. I mean, it's good that at least these older cards can still hold up. Arc 5 is such a broken ass era. So he's doing the shit. I guess that's the red resonator, so my suspicion was correct. But he's never gonna be able to get a synchro out. I mean, if you have to special summon, you need to have like dudes survive there. And obviously I'm not gonna allow that. So let's get another Shaddoll fusion out with Schism. Banished from the graveyard. Up Cologne again. Gonna banish the dude as a darkness monster. And I'm even gonna normal summon my Shaddoll. Just very simple, just keep beating him down. He's not gonna be able to do anything else. And it should be game. There's nothing he can really do. Like, if he can't get rid of Midrash, he can't do shit. So yeah, this deck, it's kind of straightforward for the most part. So he summoned a few monsters again, but just surrendered, realizing I can't do shit. So that's an easy GG for us. Going on to game 2, gonna open up with the Shaddoll fusion. Man, the original branded fusion, you could say. This sort of thing with just fusing for free from the deck. At least Shaddolls, you got some sort of condition. I mean, they gotta have monsters from the extra deck for you to get that free shit. What about the other fusion cards like a branded fusion and even Destiny, even Fusion Destiny, where it's just free? I mean, Fusion Destiny, at least with the D-Hero archetype, most of the cards are not that good. Like, it's difficult for them to really work. You gotta do a lot of shit, as you guys see with my D-Hero videos. But because they made the Broken Destroy Phoenix, Fusion Destiny ended up biting the dust, going to 1. And then you get other cards like Branded Fusion, which are basically free fusion cards. They can just recover all day long too. I mean, you can't recover things like Fusion Destiny, pretty much. Anyway, so this dude is doing some machine shit. It's the train dudes, whatever, like the big rank machine dudes. So popped my guys, and thankfully didn't inflict damage. But now that there's a monster from the extra deck there, I can get my free fusion, which is lovely. I'm gonna put in the clown in the graveyard too and get some searches going. Construct or Nephilim, it's still an excellent card that can work, and just gives you so many pluses. So let's send Squamata too. Squamata, gonna send another dude, Beast, give me a card, and the Juggler, gonna give me the Trick Clown. Let's use Duster because I don't think this guy is really using back well. Instantly destroy the dude thanks to Nephilim's excellent effect, and poke for some damage. So we're doing pretty well so far. These sort of machine decks are very dangerous, but I think I should be good. I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve too with the Shaddolls. So it's going to play that Machine Searcher card once again. It's whatever it's called. I think, yeah, it's the Infinite Track, guys. I said trains, but I mean, it's the Infinite Track archetype. But they run like the train stuff too. They run all sorts of shit. There's a lot of ways you can build machines. So he's going to go for XYZ play here. The River Stormer. Yeah, I remember this cards when I opened the Infinity Chasers. I think, yeah, they came out from that set along with the Spellcaster shit. Great set too. I made a lot of money through the Witchcrafter Searcher cards that I pulled. If you guys ever watched that, I pulled 2 out of 1 box back when they were like 25 euros a piece. So I got my money from that box. So that was good. And it's gonna go into Infinite Track Earth Slicer, big guy, and it's gonna, wow, pop a bunch of cards, but it's a good thing my Shaddolls cards float. So we're gonna get our dudes back, and even Falco is gonna resolve. So he didn't really accomplish that much, but I mean, what can you do when you can't banish Shaddolls monsters? I mean, at least these guys, you know, they're straightforward. And once you do run out of resources, like you can't, the fusions, you do run out of them. I mean, especially something like Nephilim, it's crazy how much you want to bring that card all the time. And then once you do bring 2 or 3, then the pluses will start to end. So you gotta make things count. But I mean, other decks like the Invoked, where you just loop the cards and then it just never ends. You're never gonna run out of that shit. And man, don't even get me started on Flower and Dries. Once again, just looping themselves. Shit like that, that's really, really unfair, in my opinion. So, gonna negate Shaddolls Fusion with Ash Blossom. That's too bad, but not that surprising. You gotta be ready for it. I'm gonna kill the dude with the Trick Clown, and didn't really do that much, but he is kind of thin when it comes to card advantage. He's gonna grab a card back thanks to the Link dude, and that 3k effect dude he floats too. And we're gonna bring out Shekinaga in defense mode with our Reborn Shaddolls trap card. So this is pretty good. I mean, I guess this is one way to create a loop with the Shaddolls. You bring out a fusion with that trap card, and when the fusion dies, you get the trap card back. You can bring the fusion again back. So yeah, I guess that can be a little strong, but it's kind of too slow, too predictable. The other decks that I mentioned, they just do the broken shit more effectively. And this is just a happy coincidence, I guess, because that's a revival card, and the Shaddolls fusions give you 1 Shaddolls spell a trap card when they die. Anyway. So he did do some shit. That dude with the 4k defense, 3200 attack, he does get a free negate every turn, but I'm just going to force him to do shit. He has to activate the effect, otherwise Squamata was going to destroy him. So he's going to do the shit, but I can just use Shaddolls Fusion once again and go for Nephilim Construct. And I mean, he's going to really be annoyed by this shit, but Shaddolls are good. I mean, it just goes to show you, sometimes certain decks are just better than others. I mean, he's trying to keep up, but he just has those 2 XYZs. Big guys for sure, but I have control over the game here with all of this card advantage. I've got Ash Blossom in hand. I've got Lightning Storm that I can't even play because I always have some monsters down. So that's a dead card too, you could say. So he's gonna pot of desires, part of duplicity, I guess. Ash Blossom is gonna fuck that over, so no free cards for you. So it's just gonna remain with that one card. Okay, you can attack the Trick Clown, but I'm just gonna get him back. I just gotta pay 1,000. And what else are you gonna do? I mean, let's see if I can take care of this guy this turn. So another Shaddolls fusion, Jesus, okay, so yeah. Let's banish a few dudes first and bring out Shikinaga because he still has that free negate. I mean, the Earth dude, I can just get rid of him with the back row. I don't even need to bother with Shaddolls fusion. Insane. And let's go for a synchro play. Coral Dragon is gonna do. And it's not going to be game quite yet because, well, let's see, actually it is going to be game. Tribute Summon the Beast, and then 2800, yeah, it's going to do the trick. So that's a GG. Very nice. So, got a good win against the Infinite Tracks. Alright, next game. Gonna open up with a few decent things. I guess open up with the Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. I mean, the hand traps that I got, it gives you a little bit of variety, I guess. Like I've said before, she stops a few things that Ash Blossom doesn't stop. That's pretty crucial, but Ash Blossom is just more universal, the stuff she's gonna stop. You can't use, I mean, if you had like a double Ash Blossom, you can't use them in the same turn anyway. So I guess a little bit of variety if I see them together. The reason why I have her is because she's a light target too, so she gives me that dual purpose. I can also use her to fuse El Shaddoll Nephilim too. Okay, so Ash Blossom my ass. Alright, just knowing that's out of the way, so that maybe when I use Shaddolls fusions for free fuse from the deck, I'm good. Gonna Lightning Storm the Construct, but hardly losing anything, and more of a minus for him to be honest. And he's just gonna set one back row. Okay. Flip Summon Shaddoll and get the Beast in defense mode. It's gonna attack for 1500 and go for the quick play, of course, you know, cool shit you can do with the El Shaddoll fusion. Once upon a time, this card was at 2. I mean, I always thought, I mean, obviously, Shaddolls Fusion is the really broken card, if you ask me, and I guess maybe people today would agree. But I guess back then, El Shaddolls Fusion, you could, like, overextend and OTK your opponent, you could do crap like that. But, I mean, in this day and age, where there's so many powerhouse decks, the card that is going to give you that little bit of an edge, at least, is the Shaddolls Fusion, like the original one. Fusing from the deck. So he's gonna pop his own card, and I guess, yeah, he's trying to do some shit with the these fuckers that I hate. I'm just gonna pop the card, and he scoops. So thank God, because this would have been game. I don't think I could have stopped the dude if you would have gotten the Numeron fuckers out. Hate that deck. It's such cheap ass strategies when you just win for cheap. Bullshit. Okay, next game. Dogmatica guys, set of you back rows. Okay, I guess this could have been worse. Get the Raigeki. I'm just going to set Shaddoll and then set the Schism, and that's going to do it for this turn. I mean, the problem with, I guess, Shaddolls is that you're going to be really passive if you can't fuse. That's the thing, and there's not, I mean, there is ways to search the fuse cards, of course. Hedgehog is going to give you the fusion card through his flip effect, but we don't have like easy ways like some other decks where you just play a spell card to search the fuse card. Okay, Duster, I'm obviously going to play that. Let's get rid of the back row. It looks like he's using the Shaddolls shit too. It's not a surprise with the Dogmaticus. So get rid of that. And gonna flip summon Beast. Gonna chain Ash Blossom. Fine. I can still poke. And I mean that's it. We can't really do much else. Get rid of these dudes that I guess I couldn't get rid of them anyway, and set the Falco. So, doing pretty okay so far. I'm not a big fan of Shaddolls mirror matches because it's just some bullshit. Yeah, it's just a player that's gonna see the Shaddolls fusion more, and just it just depends on the cards you have, but also the order of who plays first, who plays second, that sort of thing. So I'm not a big fan of the mirror. I mean, I guess this guy's using different cards. I'm not using Dogmaticus. But I'd rather play against something else. So yeah, usually people that use Shaddolls use them with Invoked and the Dogmaticus now. I prefer like a pure build with specific techs. Obviously you got the Performer Mage Clowns too. And you know, the way that I build my deck, I got a lure too. I got a few things. It's gonna pay the dude that banishes cards from my extra deck. That can be pretty bad. There's certain cards I want to keep there. So we're going to activate our own Shaddolls Schism, and it's going to summon the Fleuris Knight dude or chick, whatever. It's going to chain the fucking Maxi too. Damn that card, but I guess it's not going to help him too much right now, maybe. I don't know. Maxi is always so nasty. In a meta game where it's so fast, that card should not be around, but some people are going to disagree. Yeah, hand traps are important to maybe, hopefully stop the broken shit your opponent's going to do. But this is why we need more cards like Ash Blossom and not fucking Maxi. You know, one for one sort of effects. Anyway, so we're going to send Shaddoll. I mean, I don't want to give him more cards, but I don't have much of a choice here. Either reap the plus or not. It's going to attack the beast. Can't really do much to the Nephilim just yet. Going to search out the Shaddolls fusion, obviously, since he attacked the Hedgehog as well. Good. And I guess he didn't attack the Falco, thank God, because that would have been bad. Going to give him another card if that effect resolved. Okay, so here goes. First of all, Shaddolls fusion. It's going to chain the Schism. So do what you got to do. And it looks to me like it's gonna be mid-rash. Okay, so trying to stop me from summoning shit. But just getting one summon should be good enough. Getting the Nephilim, 2 of these out, should be trouble for him. And let's see, I'm gonna pop. Let's finally get rid of his Schism with Dragon. And let me send Squamata too. Send Hedgehog, get another search. I got Raigeki in hand, so he's probably not going to like that. Midrash is going to survive, but then I can just run it over with Construct. So Juggler, going to get a search, and then he scooped. Alright, I guess, so that's a GG. Connection failed, but I think he scooped it. So I hope you guys enjoyed these matches with Shaddolls. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.